Are you fucking kidding me? That quits playing again. Hi, whoever's there. Let me know if you can't hear me. I hope I'm not. I just realized, like, how are you gonna know that I'm asking you to tell me if I'm muted or not? That's too funny. I think I might finally have this whole process of doing an oil painting down. I am so fucking over it in so many fucking ways that I'm like literally cussing up a storm over this world of oil painting bullshit. I broke down and went to the store and bought real good brushes because using the cheap bullshit brushes I didn't want to ruin my good ones. Well, that wasn't working because they were leaving fucking fibers in my painting, and that's not okay. So, yeah. So, okay, fine. So I had to go buy decent brushes so that I did not have fibers all up in my painting. And then I needed something to thin the oil. And I still don't think this general purpose thinner, nothing that I've tried, I have 3 things here at the house, nothing I've tried works like the stuff I bought at Michael's. And I don't understand why. I don't really understand why that would be the case. It's a little annoying. It's really fucking annoying. What is so fucking special about these oils that I can't get them to thin out? I can't get this fucking oil to thin out. It's annoying the fuck out of me. I'm basically like, yeah. Okay, so that doesn't work either. What the fuck is wrong with this stuff? the stuff I had that I bought with the oil paints themselves from Michael's worked great. It worked great. And I gave it to my son, and I didn't want to bother him, and I didn't want to have to try to go get it. And I certainly didn't want to have to drive all the way to Michael's to get more. But it's annoying that like what? What do you mean? What kind of paint in the world? What is in this oil, this particular oil paint, that I can't get it to fucking thin out? I don't understand. I just don't get it. That's okay. I'm figuring this. Look at the fibers in my painting. Fibers. That's okay. This happens every time in the time I've ever done art. I basically kind of have to do this. I have to do this thing where I get used to a new medium or a new whatever. Especially when I decide to be brave about something and try something new. And so, which is what I'm doing. So yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm like, the technique's probably all wrong. The products are probably all wrong. And I don't even care. Because as long as I just keep at this until I think they look like I want them to look, I will keep trying. I will keep trying. Hi! Say hi to whoever's there. I think did I buy a big bag? Okay, so I don't understand why this stuff doesn't work. I really don't. Somebody out there who paints with oils, you explain it. You explain it to me. Why an oil paint won't fucking work. Even with the thinner. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm gonna have a meltdown and cry. Oh, this brush it's okay. It's too, I bought brushes, unlike anything I've bought before, because I was trying to force myself to do this today. So I'm using things I'm not comfortable with or used to, so bear with me, whoever's watching. I don't know. I'm hoping I get this done. So far it's okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's kind of coming on. Is it going on like I would like it to? Is it as easy as I would like it to? Is it flowing like I'd like it to? Fuck no, it's not. Son of a bitch. I'm not an oil painting painter, okay? I like my acrylics and my watercolors. And this shit, this thick ass fucking oil paint that general purpose thinner will not thin out is irritating me. I'm having a meltdown. I'm having tantrums today. I've had a couple of tantrums today. I think, probably my biggest thing right now is I'm having an argument with God. So whoever's there, you can do that. I don't know if you believe in God. You don't have to. It's all cool. You don't have to. But me and God we're having an argument right now. We're having a very bad, I'm really pissed off right now. I'm very mad at him. I'm mad at the fact that I was made to be this divine diva woman who should be taken care of. I'm supposed to be protected and cherished. I'm built to do all of the things that a woman is supposed to do, and I'm okay with that. But the world and the men in it keep forcing me to be alpha, and they keep forcing me to be a feminist, and they keep forcing me to point out their bullshit to them so that other women don't have to fall prey to their bullshit. And it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off because I'd rather be a sweetheart. I'd rather sit back and be a docile, submissive sweetheart. And I can't because every time I fucking turn around, there's someone out there that I have to put in their place because I won't take their bullshit. Unlike other people, other men and women, I'm not gonna fucking do it. I'm not gonna be that one. I'm so fucking tired of being that one. So, anyway, I got the paint thinner open by myself with my own wrench out of my own toolbox. So there. I guess I'll just keep being my alpha self. That I can't stand having to be, but that's just what the world has made. And that's what the world has done. Oh, I got 5 people watching me and listening to me bitch about the patriarchy of the males in the world and how I've been made to live like an alpha. And I'm not an alpha! But I will if I have to be. And I am not going to stay silent about men mistreating women. You will not hear me. Or no, you will hear me, excuse me, the opposite of that. I will not stay fucking quiet about any woman being disrespected and having their reputation affected by it. I gave those guys a week. I gave those men a fucking week to apologize for their bullshit. And they didn't fucking apologize. Neither one of them wants to own their egotistical male macho bullshit. So there you go. I'm not gonna name names, but those two motherfuckers know exactly who they are. And my reputation fucking matters to me. It matters to me when it comes to other women. It matters to me when it comes to men. It really matters to me when it comes to my sons. When I think about being disrespected, no. If either of my sons treated a woman the way I've been treated this week, I would kick their head. And I don't hit. I'm a pacifist. I don't even do that. Look at this. You guys, this paint thinner will not fucking thin this oil paint. I don't understand. I don't get it. Well, at least I can tell these brushes apart from the rest. Okay, what is this? No, I need to get more paint out because, God forbid I find anything to thin it. I swear to God, okay, I'm not going to find the color. Where is that color? Green, blue, green. What the hell is that blue? Alright, I'm going to calm down. Alright. Where did it go? I just used it. Oh, here it is. Oh my god! You guys! I might have to rename this painting to Shit Show instead of Willow. Just because. Oh, yeah. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so this is... Where is it? This is the paint. Okay? That's the paint. And it does nothing with general purpose thinner. I don't even get that. I don't even understand that. I don't understand why the fuck that doesn't work. I don't know. It's very annoying. Very, very annoying. Okay, so I have to figure out how to get it closed. if it's that particular color. I just realized. That this is a metallic, and I don't know. Maybe it's the metallic thing. 'Cause I remember reading something online about that. I wonder if my music's too loud. You guys will tell me, whoever my one viewer is. I'm going to try to get in here to this line without having to do it more than once or suck it up and have to fix it. That would be nice. Try to be patient. Okay. I'm finally kind of sort of like feeling the calm come over me that I'm actually working on this again. So that's good. That's good. That feels good. That feels really good. It's knowing that I was so frustrated after the last time I worked on this one that I was like, am I going to finish it? I really like, the jury was out on whether or not I was ever going to want to finish this, you know? I thought I was done with the line part, but I guess I wasn't. There we go. I would really rather not have to repaint that black line. So, this is probably the most particular I'm going to have to get right now I knew I wouldn't be perfect. That's okay. A little bit of brown. I'll have to go back. A little bit of brown. That's okay. So weird. Here, I'm going to try to do different attacks. There we go. So I'm kind of glad I bought this brush now. At first, I was like, oh, that's kind of stiff compared to what I'm used to. But to get a precise line, that it definitely does. That's for sure. And I'll go back and have to soften up the way it looks after. But that's okay. I can live with that. My one viewer, I love you. You make me so happy that you're there. Okay, these are brand new brushes. I mean, like, for real. Not cheap either. Why do I keep finding bristles or freaking pieces of bristles? Hopefully that was just from the cheap ones I was using earlier that were making me absolutely crazy. Doesn't work. I generally do like the coverage that comes with oils as opposed to some of the other things that I use. I just wish I could figure out a way to thin it, to work with it. It's just really annoying. Like, this oil literally stays in the middle of the thinner. Wow. I don't know why. I don't know what that's about. Okay, so one other thing I'm gonna try, because I'm curious and I read it online, and if this doesn't work, then I'm going to switch to another medium, and you guys are just gonna have to, I'll just have to do something. We will see if this works. But I'm at the point now where I spent $13 on a can of thinner that does not fucking work, and I'm very annoyed. Very, very fucking annoyed by that. Wow. This is crazy. Really? You guys. I think I figured out something I can use. Now, I did read this online, and I did also read that it may never dry. But I would think it would. Ooh! So I just used, because I read this online, and it said to try mineral oils. And I'm like, well, I've got some of that I use for my hair. So I basically just spent $13 at the fucking hardware store and wasted that money. Now this may not dry. This may never dry, because I did read that online that it's really not meant for this. Basically it's a hair oil. But it finally made this oil paint slick enough for me to actually use it. That's interesting. That is seriously interesting to me. Okay. That's wild. That's pretty fucking wild. I'm happy with this. Okay. I'm probably going to switch to the other painting because this is alright. It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. We'll live with it. Somebody, I've got to find, yeah, basically, I don't know. Okay, I know what I need to do. I forgot. Let me try that. So before I totally shift out of the oil world of using oil, I will try. Those are all metallic. So I've been dealing with this stupid metallic one. And I did read, the other thing I read today was about how they're not the same as oil. So let's see. Let's see if that's the case. Is my problem the thinner, or is my problem the fact that I'm using a metallic? Because if it's the metallic, then maybe that $13 can of thinner is really not a problem. And this is bullshit, man. Oh wait, never mind. It's the towel. Okay, here we go. I just have to learn to be okay with the oil paint being what it is. I need to accept it, you know. I mean, it's not acrylic. It's not watercolor. It's not fun. I'm just kidding. And I'm like, I usually don't do that. I don't work with things that not friendly, and I feel like the oil paint's not friendly. But then I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know, maybe I need to think about it. I need to change my attitude about it, because what does this oil paint have that I actually appreciate about friendship? Well, first of all, when I put the oil paint in there, it goes down where it's supposed to go down. Hi, Rob! Thank you! You missed my shit show of complaining. I can't get a thinner to work with oil paint that works good. And I'm going to basically have to drive all the way back to the Poway Michaels. Unless you want to bring me some oil paint. Although the general purpose stuff I bought in the True Value store doesn't work. How dare it? Now I have a $13 can of all-purpose thinner that I have no use for because it does not work. It does not thin out this oil paint. So there. Hi, sweetie. I can't hear you. Oh. I was wondering if the music was too loud. How you gonna turn it? Oh. There. I wasn't sure because I was like right by the camera, but thank you very much. I hope you can hear me. So I think I finally have his hat thing to where I want you guys. Like, that took fucking forever. And I still don't have a good solution. Hi, Lisa. I don't have a good solution for this. I have thinner, and it literally, the oil just sits there. It just sits there and it looks at the thinner. It's like I'm trying to mix it with water. I swear to God. And this is a real, living, breathing, stinky fucking thinner. And it does not work. Yay, much better. It doesn't work, Rob. I need someone to solve this for me. I messaged my kid. And chances are, I'm just going to have to get the stuff back from my kid that goes with this particular. When I bought these oil paints, I bought the cleanser stuff that comes with it. It looks beautiful. Thank you. So now that that's done, I can work on this other section. And I think what I'm going to do, take a big deep breath. I really want to be done with this painting. So even though I'm having pains about the thinner stuff, we shall move on. We shall sally forth and move on. Here we go. I did buy better brushes at least. So that what I'm about to do, hopefully will be startling. I'm planning for it to be very startling. We will see. We shall see. Let me see if you guys are going to be able to see what I'm going to do. I bought new brushes today. So hopefully this one is a pretty simple little stiff brush. Oh, you can't see what I just did. Oh, well. Interesting. Maybe not. Haha. I have solutions for this. It's probably the angle and the light. And you know what? There we go. I'm gonna see how I can do, if I can do this with it off, with the light off, because the whole point is I don't want to do much more than the leaves and the branches and stuff. And so this is a metallic green, So having the light off might actually be a good idea. But I may not be able to do this because, you know, I can't get anything to thin the paint out for me the way that I need it to. It's so annoying. My hair stuff kind of worked, but it almost worked too well. This other stuff, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. It's not going to work. I can see it looks beautiful. Thank you. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this until I can get a better thinner, because I don't want a bunch of thick globbed on paint down here, and this isn't going to work. So, it's very annoying. One last hoorah. Fucking Hail Mary right now, you guys, and then I'm done. I will be done. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm getting frustrated by the minute. One little, just, yeah, super fucking frustrated with oils. I don't know why I ever even got this fucking idea to do an oil painting in the first place. Like, what was I even thinking, you know? It's alright. Ooh. Okay. That worked. Alright. Maybe I might have found a way to do this. Mixing it in a big whatever mixes too much, and then doing a little bit at a time is kind of nice. That's kind of working. So we will see. That's a really cool color. Thank you. Yeah, most of the bottom is going to be a forest, tree, leafy. And then once I've got the browns and the greens, I'm going to try to go in here with some bright flower colors. But I've been challenged by the whole oil painting thickness thing. This is my first oil painting. I had never done an oil painting before. And so this is my first attempt at using oils, and so the whole thing has been kind of a bittersweet thing. Like, I go back and forth between feeling good about it. Bob Ross would call that a happy mistake. Oh my god. Luckily, this has been on the wall for like a month. And that's crazy. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Ooh. Okay. I think the problem with some of this trying to thin it down has been using too much paint to the thinner or something. I don't know. Something about the ratio, I'm sure. So we will see. I think maybe I have it figured out. Really? Wow. Great job, Dory. Thank you. Yeah, I try to mostly, first I only did paper ages ago. And then a couple years ago, I transitioned to canvas. And then this year, I have been doing all kinds of things I had never done before. And this oil painting was one of them. I don't know, it just came to me one day. I was standing in Michael's, and I bought a new thing of watercolors that I had wanted. And then they had this like little cute beginner's kit of oils, these little tubes. And I'm like, that'd be kind of cool. They were on sale, and I was like, all right. So I bought them, and I just randomly decided one day to start doing this. And So far, so okay. I say okay because it's kind of an annoying process. It's been kind of annoying. I have half a mind. I'm like this close to checking the rest of this as being oil and using the acrylics. Because what I want to do right here, I can't, this isn't working. It's not working! So, we will see. It wouldn't be the first time that I said, fuck you and your rules, art. Oh yeah. Okay, so now if I'm going to shift gears, I'm going to take... One of the first things I had to learn right off was to not use any of my my acrylic stuff with the oil stuff, because that will seriously fuck my shit up. Is to go from the world of oil-based to water-based. And I'm a huge fan of water-based. I love my watercolors. Okay, I'm going to do this one. See? That's why I love acrylics. I have a friend who, like, he prefers oils over acrylics, and I still don't. I mean, maybe I think that's kind of where my curiosity came from a little bit. I wanted to know, like, why would oil be better than an acrylic? I don't understand. But he really did believe that to be true. All right, you guys, I can't see. So hopefully that... I've got to be able to get in here. Oh, here we go. Oh, finally. See, I think the thing is I want the paint to be a consistency that allows me to mimic sketching. I think that's what it is. Because I love that. That's like one of my favorite parts of any of this. Like some of the original works from when I was younger, they were all sketched first on paper. I didn't do paintings. I didn't become a painter until later. 6 or 7 years ago or some shit. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna have to live with that being thick. Alright. That's fine. Those are my bigger branch things anyway. And I'm not even close to being done with what's going to go on down here. So that's one of the things I know. This particular painting is probably going to end up being probably the one that took the longest. Like so far, I'm pretty sure I've already spent more time on it than I did on pink. And pink was like a month-long project. And I'm fairly certain. I mean, I didn't work on it every day for a month, but I'm fairly certain I've already done more. Acrylics are water-based, yeah. Well, mine are. I think there are acrylics that are not. I think there's more than one kind. My acrylics are water-based, which is nice because, like, I could take this green and add it to water and get a way super much lighter variation of this green just by watering it down. To me, it's just me, there's not a whole heck of a lot different between the acrylics I use and the watercolors, except for the fact that I have to add water to the watercolors to make them do what I want. I hope you're having a good holiday weekend, Rob. I really do. My kid, I haven't gotten to see my kids in a while because my oldest graduated, my youngest has got football, and they are busy. My busy teenage boys. So hopefully, but I don't know what made me think of that other than, anyway, you know where my heart is with you, why I'm even going there. Okay, we have to move this a little bit. Hopefully I don't mess up my camera too much, but I gotta get my leg over there. It's gotta be more comfortable. It was not even comfortable for me. Yeah, there we go. Absolutely. Thank you. It's been okay-ish. I know. I've mostly been in this room. Mostly been in my bedroom, doing art, finishing a book, starting another book, watching a movie, watching another movie. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Bunch of fast food. I have no one to cook for. Sometimes I'm like, I'm totally rad and yeah, I'm so cool, I'm so single, I'm so independent, and then I don't get to do that domestic goddess cook for men thing, and then I get sad. And then I get sad. Alright. So basically, everything I think I want to do, you know what I think my head is, I have to adjust. I keep expecting the paint to go down in more of a fine line, and I think my head just caught on to the fact that I've been doing a lot of paper art, and I've been working with markers again for the first time in a long time. And I'm like, oh, you're painting again, Dory. It's not quite going to happen that way. It's not going to go down like that. So my brain just caught up to what my hands are having to deal with the paint. I'm like, oh yeah. You guys aren't even, I thought you just got into it. Oh man, you're so sweet. I haven't had a man last in my life in a relationship with me longer than 2 weeks in over 4 years. I start them, I start talking to them, they get past the week, about a week, and usually around 2 weeks they lie to me, or I find out they're not really single, or they ignore me and ghost me, and ignore me. Yeah. And I'm not that girl that puts up with that stuff. I'm that girl that breaks up with you. Yeah. There's a lot of women out there that are in relationships because they put up with stuff like that. I'm not one of them. I'm 51 years old. I got no interest in all kinds of stuff. I won't get name called. I won't. It's monogamy or stay. That's fucking cruel of them now. Well, some guys think that's cruel of me to not give him more than one chance, although I'll give a guy like 10 million chances. It's really not over. If I say no, until I say no to the guy who's offering to buy me food. And I would love to tell you that's a stand-up joke of mine, but it's not. I am a sucker for food. My last actual real relationship, an actual real relationship, was with my ex-boyfriend from 4 years ago or whatever. I don't even remember what year we met. Anyway, I dated him a whole 6 months longer one time simply because he bought me a bag of avocados. I am a fucking sucker for food. I've been known to like say no to a guy 10 times hitting on me. Holler at me, girl. Talk to me, girl. You want to go out with me, girl? And the answer is always no until he offers food. I got no shame. Yeah. There's a lot I will say no to, but food is one of those ones that's really hard for me to say no to. It just is. It's really hard. It's hard for me to say no to food. You're welcome, Jory. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah. It's so funny. This one of the last times a guy got my number from me, his exact words to me was holler at me. And I didn't say this because I was being kind. I don't holler. I don't know who does that. I don't holler. That's a generational thing that is not me. I'm sorry. Yeah. We're not hanging out either. Or we're not Netflix and chilling. Although, if you're bringing me food, we can negotiate this. I'm just saying. Oh my god. One of my stand-up comedy bits is that where the ex, this same ex, I wrote a lot of stand-up jokes about him, and he knows it. Anyway, but it goes like that, where he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I go, "No, I'm not interested in anymore, bro. I'm not putting up with you, blah, 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 blah." And he goes, "I'll bring food." And I go, "Okay, nice, I agree." I'll admit, that man, my ex, we don't talk anymore, but the only reason he stayed around in my life for over 3 years was because he had figured me out. He had figured out that food would get him back in the door. And that's why I know it's over, because he's tried a few times since, and when I start saying no to free food, bro, we're done. Like, really done. Like, really, really done. I know what I got, what I offer, man. I have never dated a man who's gone hungry. And I'm not talking about food. So if they don't know how to stay decent and kind and nice to me, I got no apologies for telling them to get the fuck out. None. I'm fairly certain my creator has something in mind for me that's either he does or he really doesn't care. Like I said, you probably missed this part, Rob, but me and God are having a fight right now. Like we're like seriously in a fight. I'm a little pissed off at him right now. It's so funny you were talking about me being in a relationship a couple of weeks ago. I have been in a relationship 3 times this year with 3 different men. One died. 2 were long distance, and all 3 of them, yeah, no. I keep falling for the same type of guy, and I'm kind of over it. I feel you with the God thing. Yeah. The thing is like, I know I've been overpaid. Okay. I live in a world where I don't have to worry about whether my water is clean or not. I can go take a shower. I have coffee. I have a whole thing of tea over there. I have been so fucking overpaid already. It's just amazing how overpaid I am. I really, really am. I want for nothing. Or no, I need for nothing. Excuse me. There's a few things I'd love to have. You know? Yeah. But if there's one thing I am not going to do is I'm not going to give up. I can have little arguments with God and we have our little moments where I'm a little pissed off, but that's okay. One of my favorite lessons, and again, not an original, there is no such thing, and this is just about the relationships thing, there's no such thing as a rejection. There's no such thing as being rejected by someone. God simply removes what's not right for us, and he will redirect us or protect us. So there's no such thing as rejection. It's either a protection or a redirection. God has either something else or someone else in mind, or that person doesn't have my best interest in mind, and I definitely believe that to be true. At least two of the guys that I had to part ways with were not good for me. They were not good for my recovery. They were not good for my sobriety. They were not good for me as a woman who survived rape, as a woman who has survived abuse. There are just certain types of men that shouldn't be in my life. And those guys, definitely, two of them were definitely not the kind of people. I mean, not that they were that type of person, but if a man can't hold space for someone who's been through trauma, he won't last. He won't last. Not with me. Not anymore. I can't feel unsafe. I can't feel uncomfortable. And I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about emotionally. My emotional safety, my emotional security is just as important as my physical security. So there you go. This acrylic on top of the oil, it's working out just fine. It's doing the thing. It's doing the thing. Now it should be interesting. Once I get done with these little trees I got, I'm gonna come in here with a couple different colors. Now that I've made the executive decision, I talked to the boss and she allowed me to switch to acrylics because I can't even emotionally deal. I literally was going to have an emotion. I was going to have to call the fanny bag, or whatever that wagon is, whatever we used to call it when I was a kid. I was going to have to call the white coats or something on me about the stupid fucking oil thinner, or lack of it. I spent money today. I could not. Yeah. No, my kid hasn't messaged me back yet. I get it. I could never understand how someone who knew the trauma I've been through in my past could use that against me. Never again. Exactly. And that's, what's really sad is the ones that think that because we've had the trauma that, then you need to just go heal. Okay, listen, part of my healing and being healed of my trauma is not allowing some motherfucker in my life to do it again. That is part of the healing. And those people that try to tell me that by removing them from my life because of my trauma, the ones that imply that I'm not healed or whatever, or that I'm not working on my healing because I'm whatever, fuck those people. That's all I gotta say about that, really. Ooh, look at that. Check that out. I got a gloppy thing of green. Amen, sister, right? I've had way too many people try to use it, not just use it against me, but try to imply The worst ones are when they try to imply that I'm somehow not healed because I bring it up, or I cite it with, when I talk about something they've done or said, and I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to tell you I'm not healed. What I'm saying is that I'm not going to allow you to amplify it or make me feel like that again. Fuck that. No thanks. My Diva show that's on Friday nights for July is all about authenticity, and it's the first time I'm going to have it co-hosted by men each week, and should be with Greg. Greg should be with me every week, but we might have other people on. But that's one of the things we're going to continue to talk about, is the fact that the number one, is honesty. Honesty. I really honestly can just no longer deal with people who can't own themselves, who cannot own themselves, own their bullshit. I got so much bullshit, man. I got so many, I'm so capable of being irrational and fucking shit up and saying the wrong thing, being totally overreactive, totally female, and I don't care. I'm probably gonna offend some woman out there by saying that like that, but 100%, I own all of that, all of it. I can't deal with people who can't own it. You can be fucked up. You can have drama. You can have trauma. You can have your bullshit. You can even tell me you're a hot fucking mess. That was so cute. So my ex that died, that he actually said that. He looked me dead in the eye and says, I am a hot mess. And I laughed, not at him, but I laughed at his humility. He's one of the sweetest people in the whole fucking planet. And of course he died and he's no longer here, but the fact that he was willing to own the fact that he was a hot mess and had some shit he needed to work on was amazing to me. It's why we were friends when he passed. I mean, we didn't talk to each other for almost a month and a half, but once we got past that, we were gonna be friends again. And then he died. But he was willing to own his bullshit. It's okay. It's okay if you can't be everything. I don't think anyone should be made to feel like they should have to be everything to a person. I can't be everything to anybody. That's fucking impossible. So I certainly don't expect it from someone else. But what I do have a right to expect is honesty. And when someone's not honest with me, I have a right to expect them to own it and own their bullshit. That is so rad. I love how it's so crazy. So like when I look here, it's really like shiny and I can't really see it. Honestly, I can't really see it that much. But when I look down the screen, this is one of the best things about finally deciding to do this and come online and let anyone watch this process. One of the exciting parts about it has been this discovery of how it actually has made some of my work better for me, because I can see things on that screen. I can see things on the screen that I can't see looking down at it. Like looking down at it right now, there's things that I don't see. But when I look up and I'm seeing it on that screen on the computer, I can see something that I want to do, or somewhere where I need maybe to put a little more paint or change what I'm doing. So yeah, that's been pretty cool. These paintings, coming on here and painting live, has been very cool. Bullseye rose. You're so sweet. I think one of the most important things for me now is just, I don't know. I don't even know what I was going to say right there. I do want to try to be a kinder person. It's so like, I laugh when I say that because, you know, I've had to spend my life being a see you next Tuesday sometimes to keep people from fucking with me. And it's kind of hard. It's really hard to stay in a place where I'm protecting myself and keeping my boundaries, but also not being a total see you next Tuesday. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But I also don't want to, you know. It's probably why, no, it's not probably. It is why the majority of my life is spent right here in my bedroom, creating art on my own, in my own little space, in my own little world. Because I'm sick and tired of that world out there disappointing me. I really am. I really kind of am. I'm over it. I'm over it. So, but hey, I'm painting live and I'm letting someone watch me paint. There was a time I wouldn't show my work to people. And I say that a lot and I really don't care. I do say it a lot, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Some of us didn't have the luxury of feeling safe to share that stuff to people. It took me longer, okay? So what? I'm a late bloomer. Whatever. That's for sure. Better to bloom late than never. I do know. I am meant to do one of two things. So God and I are not speaking. Part of it is because I'm a little upset, but he knows why. But I'm going to, this is, my youngest is got 2 more years of high school, so I'm not going anywhere. I can't go anywhere. I will not. My son's there first before anybody, anything. So then God knows, once my children are on their own, doing their own thing, if I don't have a man in my life by then to raise foster children with, I will not be here. Not dead. Like, I'm not going to check out. That's not what I mean. When I say I'm not going to be here, I'm not going to physically stay in one fucking spot. I'm not spending my golden years, or whatever you want to call them, cooped up inside. I will completely, what is that? Samuel said in Pulp Fiction, I am going to walk the earth. It's funny because when you're talking that I'm nodding my head like you can see me. Aw. It's so cute. You're so welcome to come. I'll totally I'll send you a link and you can come in the studio. We'll have a little Rob Square in the corner. Or you could drive to Ramona and just come sit next to me on my bed. Watch me in person. Bring me a Starbucks and some strawberries. And maybe some donut holes. And it's funny, I'm not even kidding. So not even kidding. We've established that food is like almost gonna get a sure yes. I do have that's so funny. I don't know it just occurred to me that this music I have on in the background hasn't annoyed me once. And it's 2 hours of 5 songs I created. Just a bunch of different loop stuff. I'm going to do some, I'll probably do some mixing on them before I use them in my poetry album. But these are the unreleased pieces. Sounds great. I know you're not. I'm so not kidding, Rob. don't even know where you live. I have 5 people watching me. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome to my switch to acrylics because I hate oils. That is what you get to watch. Oh my god. Babe, you're right there. It is so not that far away from me at all. I saw a thing at our True Value. Okay, this is how much of an artist I am. So I go to True Value. Now True Value is not an art store. It's a hardware store. But they have art supplies there. And they have paint. Even house paint excites me. Okay? I'm just saying. So I go there and they have this sign because they have what do you call it? They have an open position for a cashier, like a hardware whatever cashier, and I'm like, I'll leave my 32-year career in healthcare to go work at True Value. My POS car would never make it. Oh, you know, I gotta. Speaking of that, I have to start commuting to Old Town again in the middle of the month with my POS, and we'll see. Hopefully it succeeds and it's okay. But my godson. Luckily, my godson moved back, and he's not in Seattle anymore, which is great. So, hopefully, going through this whole process of having to switch back to commuting down the hill, hopefully, if anything does go on with the car, he can help me out with it. Because technically, it's still in his name. It's his car. I mean, I paid for it. It's my car, but legally, it's still in his name. I gotta tell Nick. My godson Nick is one of my favorite humans. I'm just saying it out loud, you know, for myself because I don't think he's watching. I am It's so funny. Like yeah. Ooh, I like the effect this color has on this dark background. So the last time I worked on this painting, when I was done, I didn't like it at all because it, as far as I was concerned, was too dark. First it was too light, and then it was too dark, and now I feel like I'm gonna love it again. Like I have a few of my paintings like that were like love-hate relationships the whole time I worked on them. This has definitely been one of them. Definitely been one of them. But you know, that LOL. Whew. When I look up, when I look up and I see that, wow. Because when I look down, you can't see this. Rob and whoever else is watching, you can't see this. But this, to me, here, it's just a shiny black green thing. It's not until I look on the screen that I see all this stuff. So that's kind of cool. That's really cool. Is that the same green? Oh. I was gonna be like, oh, it's time to change greens. Well, apparently I was using the darker green. That's the darker green. Okay. Alrighty. So I think that Willow is basically ending up to be a very symbolic representation of a lot of different things to me. Mother Earth being one of them. That's a trip, how that curves. It looks rad. Thank you. Yeah, this whole thing originally was intended to look like a cloak kind of thing, cape. And that did not end up being what it was. So it has morphed into a few things as I've gone along. Different things. At one point I had it like kind of going for feathers. Another point it was back to looking like a cloak, and then now it's just, I don't know. That is definitely very foresty over there. This side is different. Although there are some vines in here. We're going to get to those in a second. Some of it I plan, and most of what happens at this stage is just wherever the brush takes me as I'm going and as I'm doing what I'm doing. So. Weird. I don't know why I get every now and then my StreamYard will try to tell me that I can't see comments or I can't whatever, and I don't know what that's about, but whatever. Public where I cast or stream, so. Yeah, there we go. So one of the reasons I wanted to play the music that I have been working on composing is so that I can get used to hearing certain parts of it to kind of conceive where I'm going to go with what parts of the music for certain poems. So I'm working on my next poetry album. I think I have permanently chosen to table the big poetry collection I was doing because it's not that I don't want to do it. I just have decided that I'm going to present that poetry differently than what I had in mind. So there. Whoa, that's weird. Oh, that's my hat. I'm like, what is the brush hitting? Oh, the brush hitting my hat. Duh. I just realized I even had my hat. I had my hat on when I went to the True Value to try to find thinner, and I just realized I still had my hat on. Oh well. Dory, it was really cool hanging with you. Go work out! Great job on the painting. It was fun talking with you while you were here. Thank you for hanging out with me, Rob. We will catch you on the flip side. Go work out. Don't forget to be big, beautiful you today. Whoa. I had my elbow on my knee for control, and it moved. Dag burn it. That's okay. It's all right. I'm just mostly doing this background of these vine parts. Just realized that I'm using acrylic and I can actually use the water. Woohoo! So excited. I will make this the shades I want if it kills me. I swear sometimes I think I'm blind because of how close I have to get to the canvas. And I have readers on. I mean, like, I can't. And I'm still like, I need to be able to see better. I don't know what else to do to see better. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Okay. That I dig. I dig that a lot. Okay. I love, love, love that it dries and then I can keep working. Oh, I gotta make sure not to touch the blue hat though. The blue hat is oil. That is definitely not dry. I am getting close to the done time for the day. Maybe. Maybe not. Huh. Definitely not displeased yet. I'm so glad I finally got over my bullshit and stopped stressing on using the oils. Because this is so much fun. So much more fun. Oh, so pretty. Fuck me, man. Shit. Damn. Fucked up the hat. Oh well. I knew I was gonna do that sooner or later. Wasn't even near the hat. Still fucked up. Oh well. Whoa. There we go. Fine. I appreciate my one viewer because I would totally consider just being done and going offline if it weren't for you there, wherever you are. I don't even think you can see the detail in the flowers. But I think maybe. Too bad I can't see. Ooh, that's better. Let's see. No, definitely not that one. This one. That's better. Someone's here. Capone is making it known that someone is here. I am going to need to think about taking a human break here soon. I think I'm going to finish this area with the flowers, and then I'll probably sign off. I think Romy's home. Thought I was gonna have to wait till I got home to get my paint thinner open. Finally managed to do it. It was so frustrating. Oh my god, I was so upset. So angry. Okay. I think I'm going to switch to some different music. That'll get me sticking around for a little bit longer. Let me finish this yellow. Also, I'm going to get the blue and purple for the next row of flowers. Get the colors ready for me. We're going to switch gears, I think, a little bit. So it's like this is one of those moments where I'm so super happy that I did some of those online courses, like the ones I did about flowers or the one I did about I've done a few. The flowers one was pretty cool, and I really honestly want to do more of those. Don't want to become a painter that's known for one particular type of paintings. I'm not that girl. You're not gonna, I see those. I came across a guy, and he's good, Not even trying to sound disparaging at all. But the guy, his work is just incredible. But it's so not me because it was all the same. Like every painting on his page was like the one before it, and I'm sure to him, they look different. I'm sure, no doubt. I'm sure to him they're very different. But I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see it. And I just don't. I can't do that. It's not my thing. Definitely not me. So I try different things, like the class I took, or it was kind of just an online instructional thing. It wasn't like a real, it wasn't live. It was recorded, which is fine. And watched her do a few different things with flowers in a certain way, and how to do the leaves in a certain way, that kind of stuff. And then I take all of what I see or learn, and I do my own thing similar to it, I guess is the way to put it. And so, like, right now, I'm actually using blue as a color to accentuate the leaves under the flowers. Because, one, it stands out, and two, it's technically an aqua blue. So it's not exactly blue. There is a little tad of green in there. But I do have so much green in here. I was like, I don't want to use more green. So there. Oh yeah. I thought I was done with them. Okay. Let me see. Where did I miss? This one needs some. It's funny, like a little mark goes a long way. That's one of those things I learned watching some of the painting gurus that I've watched. It's like, you can achieve a really big effect with one or two lines. It does not have to be as complicated as even I would love to try to make it sometimes. I would love to try to make it way more complicated than it needs to be. And I've done that sometimes. Simplifying it. Allowing myself to stay simple. That was a huge, huge plus. I don't think I'm going to work on the other painting today. This was not the plan to do this the whole time. I thought I would do both, but that's okay, because that's what I don't do that decision making. It comes from the canvas. It came from the piece. And this one and I got off to a rough start at the beginning of my broadcast. I had a little bit of a tantrum with the oil thinner stuff, but I have chosen to switch over to the what do you call it, acrylics, and now we're good. Now we are good. And now we're going to just extend out those wispy, leafy things in our blue. And then I think then we'll probably be done with this section for the most part. This is actually kind of more the reason why I wanted to use this particular blue, to do those little leaves under the flowers, because it is a very striking difference compared to the other colors I've got going on here. So basically I created a foundation underneath each flower, and now I'm just wisping away from them with the color. Every now and then I screw it up. Fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it. It's okay. The key is having enough paint on the brush to make the effect, but not so much that it ends up being this big strong line of, it's not the intention. It is so not meant to be the focus of attention at all. It's just meant to be, ooh, wow, look at that blue, right? And then you move on, you look at something else. Oops. Definitely not enough paint to do what my hand wanted to do there a second ago. Most of the time, not a big problem. Definitely can fuck it up depending on where it's at. Ooh, too much paint. Oh well. Move down with that one. Now I just need to find areas where I need a little blue wispy, balance the colors, and I can move on from this section of. So that's going to take a while. That's okay. I'm not complaining. I like it. I'm glad I did that one like that, because I'm going to try to do that on this whole section. Might come in here with some more flowers, different color, some purples, maybe. Haven't decided. Missy blues. Now we're just filling in some wispy blues where we need some, and then we will be done with this section. Put a stronger blue here at the bottom. It's a visual. I wish I could take credit for that. It was just something a flower video I was watching. She said, get as light as you want in the middle or at the top, but it's okay to be darker down here because it kind of draws people's attention to what the color is, like what it actually is. Because up here, it's just this wispy blue. And then you get down here and you're like, oh, that's some serious cornflower. I love cornflower blue. It's one of my favorite blues. I don't know that that's what this particular blue is. Actually, this blue I think is called aqua something, but it's very, very close to a cornflower blue. Okay. So, I wonder how close up I can get that. Ooh. Okay, wait. Yes! It's perfect. I am loving it, because I don't think I need to put really any other flowers in here, except for maybe a little bit of yellow inside these red and pink ones would be pretty. I mean, they're fine. They're not too dark, but sometimes they need a little bit of lighter, like a lighter color. Sometimes I'm doing what I'm doing right now, and I literally can hear Bob Ross. And I literally, I'm putting my head, this is Bob Ross in my head. Do you know what these flowers need? These flowers, they need a little mood uplifter. They need a little lift right now. Let's give them a little yellow. We're going to make these flowers a little happier by giving them some yellow. That is a total Bob Ross thing. And that's totally what I did. I took one look at these pink and red ones, and they're fine. They're really fine. But yeah, some of them, they really needed some yellow. They need a little bit of pick-me-up of color. And I have all this paints on my palette. And I'm pretty much, not done. Not even remotely done. What time is it? 2:18. All right. I don't like wasting paint. I'm not a paint waster. I can't waste paint. But I'm done with this one. What do you guys think? Oh, I know what I can do. So I'm gonna continue that side with all that detail the way that I'm going to. And I know exactly what I can do over here, because I'm going to use some of the same colors and do some of the same things over here, but in a much more grander state of fashion. And so we are going to do that right now. We'll do these one color at a time. That brings to mind for me something I said on one of my broadcasts the other day. It was nice when I went live and I started a painting from the beginning, which was cool. Frustrating, but it was cool. I ended up being on here for like 3 hours or some shit. But it was cool because that now exists. This total from start. It's not finished. Oh my God, that clown. She is so not even finished. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do her. Oh my God, her eyes glow at me at night in the corner over there where she's hanging. It's a little creepy. I kind of wanted to work on her so that I can get her past that creepy glowing eye stage. But yeah, no. I'm not ready yet. I just worked on her, so my brain has to come back to her. Definitely doing far more of that particular specific thing I do, which is good for my brain, where I compartmentalize my work and I take breaks from it. So this pink needed to seriously be mixed. It was fine when I was doing those little flowers, but not for what I'm about to do over here. It's so cool having my music on in the background. I mean, I still have, like, this is the first raw, just kind of mixing with the apple loops. I still have to go through it, cut it, trim it. I do all these different little things to it to make it more uniquely mine. In addition to the fact that I pick what I want when I'm on the phone. I like this segment right there. I can almost think of the poem I want to use for that particular section. Almost. Damn, burn it. I hate when, like, it's doing exactly what I want it to do, and then my brush gets too saturated or whatever. I gotta adjust accordingly. Fine. Me and my pink tree over here. I can absolutely close my eyes and see the tree that I'm going to create over here. Haha, so excited. Yes, Bob, my trees are bright and colorful, and they don't follow any Mother Nature standards of what you would call a regular typical tree, okay? But I'm going to love it. So there. Which means Bob would be happy with me. I truly believe that Bob Ross and God are sitting up there. I don't know about God. God's a little mad at me. I'm mad at God right now, so I don't know about him. But I definitely know that Bob Ross definitely looks down on me and smiles. I'm 100% sure of it. I believe he approves of me. I think I'm a little happier with Bob Ross than I am with God right now. Okay? So if God wants to have a conversation with me, because I'm not speaking to him right now, he needs to go talk to Bob. He needs to go get some advice from Bob and try to figure me out, because I'm a little like not having God in his bullshit right now. I'm just saying. Actually, God's probably laughing at me, this tantrum little girl right now, throwing her little tantrum in her bullshit. He's like, you're so cute. He's so cute. He just sits up there like a dutiful dad with this crazy little girl, laughing at her bullshit, knowing that it's mostly bullshit. I'm not, whatever. Whatever, God. I know. I'll be all right. Almost can't see the green at all, and I thought it would show through, but that's okay. Because once it's dry, I think I'll see it again. I definitely think that's going to happen. Okay, so we're going to do this. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. I feel like I am having, I kid you not, I feel like Bob Ross is in my room. I think it's because it's a tree. It's like the first real actual tree I'm doing. Basically, I know I'm going to try to just, mostly do this, what I have in mind for this, without any reference. Because I literally, I know, I couldn't even tell you what the name of that tree is, but I love it when I see them. I love them when I see them. And that is totally what I'm going to go for. Aww. Hey, I just baby talked on my canvas. I'm just saying. Okay? I baby talked to the canvas. I was so happy with what I was doing. I'm just saying. That's all. I don't know who's watching me, but I'm having a little bit of fun with this. I'm just saying. Whoever that is, whoever my two people watching are, I actually got so excited about what I was doing right there that I actually baby talked to them. I was so excited at the canvas. I'm like, woohoo! Yay! Yay me! Men. So I'm live, right? So I don't know who it is that's watching me, but I do know that whoever just sent me that message is definitely not watching me. Because clearly, he thinks I'm just sitting around, waiting for his little private message. No, motherfucker, I am on live painting with my canvas, and I'm having my moment with my canvas. Ooh, what the hell is that? What the hell? It's like a big drop of water right in the middle of my canvas. I don't know how that got there. That is weird. That's very, very weird. Very, very weird. Very, very weird. Okay, we are almost done with the pink. The pink needs to be down here a little more. Okay, here we go again. I love this. I don't know why this came to me, but it came to me, okay? So now I'm doing this like this. I don't know. I wonder if Gustav Klimt ever did this with his brush. I have no idea. I have no idea. And I don't care. I don't care because it's working for me to get the effect of what I want, what my eyes see. Oh my god, I'm so fucking blind. Ooh. Yay! It's like a pink Christmas tree is what it is, actually. If I look at it, now that I'm looking at it, going, It's kind of a pink Christmas tree. Okay. Ooh. I love my tree. Okay. I love it. Ah, shite. Wrong color. Wrong color. Okay. I'm scared. Do I want to do this? Yes. Yes, I do. painting things are happening. Hi, Loopy. Welcome. You're catching me towards the end of what I'm going to do for today, but as soon as I'm done with this yellow, I'm going to do some of the blue on my... I'm basically using up the last of the paint on my little thing here, and then I'm going to sign off. I couldn't have told you 2 hours or whatever ago that I was going to use this yellow down here like this, but genius, okay? Like, yeah, I'm so super glad that yellow was one of the last paints on my thing that I had to figure out how to use up, because the whole purpose of what I wanted to do with this painting today was to make it lighter, make it not so dark, and I definitely feel like I have succeeded. I still have a lot more I want to do to it. Definitely. Okay. So that is almost done. Almost done with this yellow. Definitely came out of nowhere, but I love it. I love it. Love it. Push a little, as Bob would say, let's push some paint that way. Just a little. Okay. Almost. Perfect. Okay. Forgot about these flowers over here. All right. Last one. And then we are going to say goodbye. We're going to say have a good day to you, my dear. Oh, I love you, my pink tree. Yes, I do. You're so pretty. I'm baby talking to my tree again. Because she's that pretty. She's just really that pretty. I mean, I just don't even know what else to say. Because she's just that pretty. She's so pretty. I'm going to roughen up her, what do you call that? Trunk? Whatever. Up. I like my pink tree. Ooh. Wait, how do I go? Oh yeah, like this. Yeah, that should be pretty interesting. So, we are done for the day. Almost 3 hours again. Painting. This ought to be interesting. So I definitely doing a world of forestry down here. We will do more of that next time we take Mellow out. I did the blue hat way better today, by the way. This is oil, still wet. That is all acrylics down there, and most of it's dry. And my oil hat looks fine, but I did fuck up earlier and accidentally mushed some of the hat blue up by accident. So I am going to do this for a second. Oops, wrong one. Ooh. Okay, now I might not like my thinner because it doesn't work to thin the paint, but I do like the fact that I can remove paint with it. Make a spot of the canvas less dark. That's interesting. That is really interesting. I like that. One see. Let me show you. That is what's cool. Like, you just take a little bit of it. And you're asking yourself, why on God's green earth would she want to take paint off once she's done? Because I think I want to make this top part like a little like old distressed kind of looking. And I think this is a perfect way of doing it. If you can see that. Wait, where did it go? Nope, that does not work. But yeah, that works. That works. Okay, so I have brand new brushes to use with the oils, even though they suck. The oils don't suck. The oils don't suck. The thinner I bought sucks. Dory Ross. Oh man, I was... Were you here a second ago when I was talking to my pink tree? Me and my pink tree, we were having a time, man. I'm not even done with my pink tree yet. That's just her foundation, and I already love her. Let's hope I don't ruin her. Maybe. So I still, the jury is out on this whole oil paint shit show. Because this is my oil painting that I started a couple months ago. I don't even remember. Honestly, I've been at this fucking painting so long, I don't remember how or when I started it. All I know is that the thinner I bought today doesn't work to thin shit. Okay? It does not thin my oil paint. However, it will help me distress this whole top portion to make it look older. And then come into it with some of the acrylics, because that's basically what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to end up having an oil painting turned acrylic. And you know what? As a first stab, oil, oh well, that's what we got. Let me see if I can share this. So that's a pretty good perspective of what we've got going on here. Prepare yourself, because chances are when I get that done with all the color, I'm going to outline it in black the way I did her face. So there. All right. Thank you very much for joining. Mwah. Have a great day. And I appreciate you.